All right, Rob. Do we have sound of this, Rob G? What we're about? Okay, we don't have sound. I'm gonna go to Rob G to read the quote. But Clark Hunt, owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, obviously very excited. Team going for its second Super Bowl. His quarterback is 25 years old. Obviously, they got him locked up for the next 12 years, something like that. And so he is excited about Sunday and about the future. And Rob G, tell us, he actually invoked just about the greatest name you could invoke in terms of sports, in terms of team sports, especially in talking about Pat Mahomes. Here he is.
That's right. He was on 610 in Kansas City. He said, quote, "It's amazing the success that Patrick has had so early in his career. I mean, really more so than Michael Jordan had early in his career. It took Michael a few years before he won his first championship, and Patrick, year one, had us on the cusp of making the Super Bowl. We're just blessed to have him, and it's going to be a fun 10-plus year career for Patrick in Kansas City."
All right, Rob, I see two things to go after on this or talk about. One is he correct that he's off to a better start than Michael Jordan?
I think that's obvious. There's nothing to talk about there. Michael didn't win till 7 years in the league, so he's already won a championship, right? 2 years as a starter, so I think that's not an issue. I think what he said there is fair.
Okay, I would agree. No question about it.
I don't think that right. There's no conversation there.
And the second thing is, if they win Sunday, which is a big if, they are favored, but they are playing in Tampa Bay. They're the visitors, and you're going against the greatest quarterback of all time in many people's estimation. So, and they got a banged up offensive line. So if they win on Sunday, he'll have 2 titles in his first 3 years, 1 MVP. Would this be, and I want to hear you first before I go, would this be the greatest start for any player in the history of American team sports?
I know everybody's already banking, already got his championship in the bag and all that.
Well, yes, of course, if he wins.
I just think it's way premature because you still have to win the game first, and then, do you redo it after if they lose?
If he doesn't, he's not. It's just as simple as that. But if he does.
I just think it's a prisoner of the moment. Other guys have started their careers great. A couple of baseball players come to mind. The first thing when we talked about this pre-show, Mickey Mantle came to mind right away. And Mickey Mantle won his first 3 championships with the Yankees at 19, 20, and 21. So I don't know how that's not better than winning 2 of your first 3. And Mickey Mantle wasn't a bit player. He was one of the stars of the Yankees from day one. Derek Jeter started with the Yankees in 96. They won his rookie year. He was Rookie of the Year in 1996. The Yankees hadn't won in, I believe, Chris, 15 or 16 years when Derek Jeter got there to the Yankees and was a part of it. Obviously, there's a lot of good players. Baseball, not one guy can do anything. So we understand that. Same thing with football. If you don't have a defense, you could be the best quarterback in the world and it won't matter. But Derek Jeter won his first year and then won, what did they win? Then
he won 4 of his first 5 years.
4 out of his first 5 years. Yeah, 4 out of his first 5 years. The second year they didn't win. And then the Yankees arguably had one of the greatest teams ever those next 3 years and compiled unbelievable numbers and wins. So right there, without even digging deep, and I don't even know Bill Russell when his winning started, Chris. Do you have an idea of he won 11 championships, but I don't remember when it started. Did he win his first year?
I'm going to look it up now, but I think he did. I think he did win his first
year. When you win 11, you probably won
11
early.
and 13 years, I believe.
Right, so he probably, look at his first 3. Did he win the NBA title? So right there are 3 guys right there that we could throw in the mix. And he's only working on 2. And we told you Mickey Mantle won 3, Derek Jeter won 4 out of 5. And then I'm guessing Bill Russell won his first 4. Or 3 out of 4, Chris?
He won his first one. He won his first one, lost his second one.
So won 3 out of 4?
And then won his next second, third, fourth, fifth.
All right. So
sixth.
Okay, there we
seventh.
go. Okay.
Eighth.
So
ninth,
when did the other loss come in the 13? When was the
his
other
10th
loss?
year.
His 10th year.
Yeah.
Well,
So he won
Chris,
9 out of his first 10.
I think you have it wrong because he came in the league in 56.
Did they not win it that year?
No, he won 57.
So he won his second year, right?
Lost in 58, and then won from 59 to 66.
So he won one out of 3.
He won 2 in his first 4 years.
And one in his first 3. My bad.
2 in his first 4. Okay. So 2 in his first 4. Mickey Mantle won his first 3. Jeter won his first 1 in 4 out of 5. And then you got Mahomes. So I just think, he's off to a great start if he does get the win. But I think we're a little premature in just thinking that nobody has ever started a career winning the way that he's won.
I actually do think that if they win on Sunday, Pat Mahomes is off to the best start of any player in the history of American team sports. And here's why. It's not just about the rings. He would have 2 in his first 3 years, which is tremendous. That's a big part of it. But individually, he is beyond any of those guys that we mentioned. Bill Russell was great. He led the league in rebound in his first 3 years, but he averaged 15 points a game. He wasn't lighting the league up offensively, shooting 43% from the floor. He wasn't necessarily the best player, especially once Wilt came along, in the world. And then, as we said, in his first 3 years, he only had 1 title. Mickey Mantle, like you said, he was great from the get-go, and the Yankees were winning. They won his first 3 years, but they were winning before him. They won 3 of the first 4 years before Mickey Mantle even was on the team. And then they won the 2 years before he was on the team, they won both of them. So he joined a juggernaut and kept it going and played great, but was not the MVP of the league or anything like that. So individually, while he was great, I would not say he was Patrick Mahomes. And then I would say certainly the same, obviously, for Jeter to an even greater degree. Jeter was not even Mickey Mantle individually.
Yeah, but the one thing that you can't deny is Derek Jeter is the 6th all-time on the all-time hit list. So you can't
right,
poo-poo.
but it didn't start right away. He didn't even make the All-Star team his first 2 years.
No, but he's 6th all-time in baseball.
We're not talking about your career. We're talking about the first 2-3 years.
I'm talking about the type of player he was, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, he was awesome.
And the Yankees didn't win for 15 or 16 years before Jeter got there.
No, so he was awesome, but he wasn't doing what Pat Mahomes is
but I
doing
could say Mahomes hasn't won the MVP the last 2 years, probably. If he doesn't win on Saturday, that would mean that he'll
have 1 MVP and 2
years.
Super Bowls, and he was the main reason they won the Super Bowls. If they win Sunday.
Well, we don't know that.
He's been viewed as the best player, best quarterback, and everybody's saying player even, in the league since his first few weeks.
That's
in the league.
That's not true. When they had the
as a second, once he started, few weeks after starting, he was viewed as the best quarterback.
No, he wasn't. The players had a poll on NFL Network. He wasn't picked first. Wasn't it Aaron Donald? He was like Patrick Mahomes was third or fourth.
Best quarterback.
You said best player.
No,
in the
I
league.
said some people are calling him now the best
Rob
player.
G, what was that
I said
list?
Best quarterback.
Am I right? Wasn't there an NFL.com list or NFL Network?
Yeah, well, entering this season, Lamar Jackson was number 1 in that list.
He wasn't even a number 1 quarterback.
He's better than Lamar Jackson.
No, but
I don't
that's
care
not
what the
point.
poll said.
That's
no,
good.
the point is he's better than Lamar Jackson.
Mahomes was the number 3 quarterback entering this year. Behind
who was number 2?
It was Lamar, Russell Wilson, Aaron Donald, and then Patrick Mahomes.
How's that looking right now? How's that looking right now?
No, but it doesn't matter, Chris.
It does matter. It's what you do on the field. That's mythical.
No,
that's
it ain't
not
mythical.
It's what
Those
you do on the field.
You said most people thought he was this. I'm telling you that the players
Derek Jeter was
there.
not doing what Pat Mahomes did his first 3 years in the league. Period. He was winning, yes. But he wasn't dominating the NFL the way Patrick Mahomes is. He didn't have people saying Heck, he didn't have people saying he's going to be the greatest shortstop in the league, let alone, ever, let alone the best player ever. Pat Mahomes is doing stuff. I stand by my statement a while ago. He's Jordan-esque. He's off to that type of start. We haven't seen this. We just haven't seen it. The eye test, the numbers, and it's not just numbers, but watch the dude play. They've won, 26 out of 27 games, his last 27 games. He's come back. He's broken records already for comebacks, for game-winning drives in the playoffs. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, with all due respect to Mickey Mantle, he wasn't the best player in the league. He didn't have an MVP. Derek Jeter wasn't the best player in the league. Didn't have an MVP. May not have even – he didn't make the All-Star team his first 2 years.
But the people who play the game, his peers – 2 years in a row, they didn't vote him the best player in the league. They're all saying he's the GOAT.
No, they're not. You're talking about before the season.
No, I'm talking about.
What are they saying right now?
No, but 2 years in a row, that was coming off a Super Bowl, right?
Ain't nobody saying
that
Lamar Jackson is better than
Why
Patrick
did they
Mahomes.
vote him? Why did they vote him number one?
I don't know.
Then?
You have to ask them.
Okay,
but I'm
the
telling
guys
you
who
my
actually
opinion.
play. The guys who actually play. Okay.
Oh, so now they know more than you? Why
no,
you
I'm
even
just
talking?
asking you. But you're trying to poo-poo the list. You're poo-pooing it like it didn't matter.
Comment?
No, your
guys
conversation was everybody was saying he was this or that. All I gave you was a poll from the players. That's all I gave you.
I'm giving you that poll doesn't matter because it was preseason.
What do you mean it doesn't? It's coming in off of last year. The last 2 years, he wasn't picked as the best player in the league. That's all.
I'm talking about what guys are doing in the season. And Pat Mahomes is regarded as the best quarterback in football. It's just as simple as that. And the bottom line is he's got the numbers. He's got the hardware, especially if they win Sunday. I think it's academic if they win. If Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs win on Sunday, is he off to the best start of any player in the history of American team sports? Your turn to weigh in.
Kevin in Culver City, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Kev?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
A wonderful topic. Patrick Mahomes mimics to me Magic Johnson. You look at Magic starting with that championship in 1979, starting the Showtime era. There's been only one player who mimics Magic to me in the NFL, and it's Magic Mahomes. The way he plays, the way he processes, the way he's had success. He almost beat Tom Brady to go to the Super Bowl in his rookie season, his first year starting, and he's just great on the field. The plays he makes, he's exciting. This guy reminds me of Magic Johnson, and there's no success other than Magic Johnson I've seen this player had. He's already won a Super Bowl. Winning 2 Super Bowls like this is a Magic Johnson type of start to the season, and that's who we need to compare this guy to, Magic Johnson.
Magic's a good name.
He's a great player.
Magic's a good name. He won 2 out of his first 3 seasons. He won championships, 2 in his first 3 years. But obviously Kareem was the best player on the team. Magic didn't even lead them in assists his first 2 years. That was Norm Nixon. And Magic wasn't the rookie of the year. That was Larry Bird. So Magic didn't come close to winning an MVP early in his career. So you're as we always say, Rob, you're nitpicking when you talk about all these all-time greats. But while Magic had a phenomenal start, I wouldn't put it at Mahomes's.
Mark in Sacramento, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
What's going on, gentlemen? How you guys doing today?
We are good, man. How are you?
Pretty good.
Alex Neischer is not here, so that's why I sense the hesitancy.
I was wondering if he was playing cat and mouse with me. That's what kind of hesitated.
No, he's off the next 2 days from here.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, real quick on the Mets. I'm not the baseball guy you are, Rob, but it seems to me the Mets are doing some things since they have new ownership. Am I right?
Yes. This guy Steve Cohen has money. Like.
Okay.
He's a billionaire, and the Wilpons were real cheap, and they were always trying to do it on the cheap. So now the Yankees have, like, the Mets have not always been like a big market team. Now they have a big market owner. They're going to spend money. Yep, definitely.
Okay, I thought so. Real quick, I don't know about sports history. If he wins, it's an impressive start, numbers, all that stuff. But you start again going through numbers and eras, and how do you compare those numbers? If we talk about winning, you could probably do it in winning. You can find some guys. But it's hard to match the numbers. So it all depends on what the criteria is. I know, guys, sometimes those numbers are hard to find when you're comparing eras.
Yeah, I can't think of a quarterback. You know, Marino obviously had numbers but didn't have the Super Bowls.
I was about to say, I looked at Marino's first 4 years, man. He had like 20, then he went 48, 36, and 42 again. Numbers, yeah. And then he got to one Super Bowl, but he never win. Yeah, he didn't win. Yeah, he didn't win, so that takes him out of that. So, but in sports history, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some streaks where people came in and just started winning. I don't, if you look throughout sports history. But impressive start if he does it. Yes, impressive.
All right.
Let's go to, you know what? They need to check your mic. I'm getting feedback saying that they can't hear you. Jack.
From me?
Yeah, for Chris. Because Chris's mic up. Jack's in Kansas City. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. I just got a text. Somebody saying they can't hear you.
What's going on, fellas?
What's happening?
All right, man. Just got to weigh in on my guy, man. You know, I just look at everything that he's done. He's like somebody just said a minute ago, he's really an offsides penalty away from being in 3 Super Bowls. Right. You know, we started calling the AFC Championship game the annual championship game here in Kansas City. To see the numbers that he put up in his MVP, his individual MVP season, and then to see him then go to 2 Super Bowls in a row with the real possibility, if he wins on Sunday, to be looking at a 3-peat, which has never been done. So I definitely think that Pat Mahomes, if he wins on Sunday, is off to one of the best starts ever in any sport franchise, period. The kid is absolutely killing it. No doubt. Go Chiefs. All right, now.
All right, I'm with you, brother. Let's go.